McClain and welcome back to Let's Make a Model. This time I'm working on another exciting model. It's this truck. It's the Chevy Blazer from Stranger Things, driven by Chief Harbour. He was one of my favorite characters in the series and I loved that truck the entire time, so I'm so glad that Target sold an exclusive model, got my hands on it, and now I'm going to put some lights in it. So I'm going to start taking apart the truck and figure out what I can do with it. So here's the Stranger Things truck, and right off the bat I kind of have to mention that this one is definitely built to be a toy. It does not have the build quality that Motormax or Welly models do. And I was noticing, like, just messing with it, the oils in my thumb was starting to make some of the paint mess up. So I already took care of that a little bit, cleaned it up, but not the highest quality model just if you want to work with it. So I'm going to be super careful in handling it, but I think I can go ahead and start taking it apart. Cool thing is, cab comes off real easy. So that's one piece. I do notice that the top here basically see-through, so if I put a 9-volt in there, that is absolutely going to be seen, so I'm going to have to tint that with a paint pen. I went ahead and I took off the screws for the bottom. I unscrewed the bottom so that we can just lift it off here. So that went ahead and that took the bumper off, which I also noticed the license plate says Stranger Things on it, but it's kind of put on a little crooked, so not the highest build quality ever. That's alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get the seat part out here. Here we go. Engine should pop free. Oh yeah. Don't need to take out the front bumper per se. Alright. Let's get out the tailgate. There we go, that came off pretty easy. The only reason I'm holding on the brake lights right now is that I don't want to mess up any more of the paint that I already have just by touching the model. So I'm trying to be super careful to touch plastic and not any painted or decal spots. Oh yeah, this should be real easy. So I'm definitely going to have to take apart or take off the brake lights to get the LEDs in there that I want to run. So let me clip a few of these. I went ahead and made baggies here with left rear and right rear labels on them, just so when I took off the brake lights I know which ones went where. Wouldn't have an issue there. Let's get this light bar off. That's super easy. 2 Phillips screws. What it looks like all I'll have to do on this truck, since I think... Alright, so there are little pinholes here in the lights in the front that I think I could just glue an LED from the inside, because I really don't want to try and take this apart because I doubt I could get it back together since this build quality is not as high quality as any other truck. So I'm probably going to take a surface mount LED and glue it just straight to the back of the surface of these lights, because there's pinholes that it should shine through and then the light should reflect around and definitely be bright enough. The back, I think this hole here I can widen it a little bit for a 2mm LED and then glue the taillight back in, so that shouldn't be too bad either. And all I'm going to do is white lights in the front, ambers down here like they are on the real Blazer, and I'm going to do some red taillights. And none of them are going to flash, I just want to do steady burn since back in the 80s there weren't many trucks that had wigwags or anything like that, so I'm going to go pretty simple with it and do a top flashing light bar on top. So hopefully it'll match what's actually in the show Stranger Things. So there we have it, it's taken apart. Here's a short video of me putting together the lighting concept for this truck. So with this lighting concept, I wanted to go super simple, just a few steady burning LEDs throughout the body of the truck, and then a top light bar. I'm going to get the top light bar from Blue Line Diecast. They have a jet stream light bar. It will fit perfectly on this truck in 1/24th scale. Then the steady burning LEDs shouldn't be an issue to get anywhere. So those are the concept images for all the lighting that I'm going to put into this truck. So hopefully I can do this pretty simply. I really only have to drill into things twice, so it's going to be super easy. Hopefully not going to tear the truck up because it's already painted and the paint's very fragile, as I found out. So from here, the first thing I'm going to do is paint the glass on the back of the cab. So I'm going to start by painting this cab piece, and I have this paint marker by Gundam Marker. This was recommended to me by John Owen, so hopefully this works out pretty well and I won't mess up the rest of the truck. So I'm gonna take this and move it somewhere else just to be sure everything else is safe from any paint damage. Let's get started.
Yeah, I'm looking for the king of 42nd Street. He drive on a drop top Cadillac. And he took all my money and it may sound funny, but I'm gonna get my money back. And everybody say, Jack.
Alright, so there you have it. That's my take on Chief Hopper's truck from Stranger Things. I loved the series, and I really loved the Blazer throughout the entire series, so I really was so happy to see Target release this truck, and then I was able to put LEDs in it, and now it's basically what it was in the show, as much as I can do in 1/24 scale. So overall, really happy with this. I'm so glad I get to add this truck to my collection. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you again next time. Bye.